before advertisers pull out the rug and the receipts. Because by now, this isn't just Messett's network, threatening, brand-shaking, career-imploding scandal, wrapped in lace fronts and betrayal. The current status, Jasmine, channeling, peak main character syndrome, like she's auditioning for Bad Girls Club, Courtroom Chronicles. Full drama, zero breaks. Kirk, neck-deep in screenshots, shady transfers, and voice notes that smell worse than expired milk in July. The lies. Spoiled and spilling. CM Mason, no more lurking in the shadows. She pulled up with a digital confession, paper trail, intact, and a check the timestamp attitude. Rasheeda, not a word spoken, but the paparazzi, caught her strutting out of her lawyer's office in head tuto designer legal armor. The only thing she said, let him perform this apology in 4K. But here's the real tea. That CM Designs LLC transfer. Allegedly hush money masked as a consulting fee, so clean it practically screamed cover-up. On paper, it looked innocent. A generic invoice, vague deliverables, and a consulting note with no specific project tied to it. But insiders say the payment had nothing to do with fashion, branding, or even business. It was a payoff, plain and simple, sent just days before the first wave of rumors hit the blogs. The amount just enough to make someone stay quiet. Or at least delay the explosion. But you can only hold back a dam for so long. Enter Jasmine's infamous K-Files folder, a digital vault reportedly packed with text threads, voice memos, location pins, flight receipts, and a few screen recordings that have already sent multiple lawyers into overdrive. This isn't just gossip, it's potential evidence. One wrong click, one accidental upload, and the whole game changes. That folder isn't a threat, it's a weapon. And Jasmine, she's holding it like a glass of wine, smiling through chaos, while everyone around her scrambles to tighten their NDAs. And then there's Kirk, stuck in what sources are calling the damage control meeting from hell. Supposedly organized as a way to clear the air, it quickly spiraled into a verbal demolition derby. Not only did Kirk struggle to keep his story straight, but the real shocker, his own cousin, brought in as a character witness, started fact-checking him mid-sentence. You told me it was for the baby shower, not a business expense. Boom, silence, then shouting. One insider described the meeting as a confession with extra steps. The kind of meltdown you usually see at season finales, not behind closed doors. And while Kirk fumbled through excuses and flipped through emails he clearly hadn't read in full, phones were allegedly recording. Yes, recording. Because here's the new reality. Nobody trusts each other. Everyone's lawyered up, everyone's archiving chats, and no one, not even family, is willing to go down for someone else's scandal. Behind the scenes, multiple parties are said to be building their own timelines, prepping receipts, and positioning themselves for either immunity or impact. If Jasmine drops her folder, it's not just Kirk who gets burned, there are at least 3 other names quietly panicking in group chats right now. And CM Mason, she already jumped ahead, submitting what sources believe is a partial testimony, in exchange for limited liability. Translation: she's playing chess while everyone else is still throwing punches. So while the headlines are wild and the tweets are entertaining, make no mistake, this isn't just petty drama anymore. It's turning into a legal battlefield. And the next move might not come from a post or a podcast, but from a courtroom subpoena. Better buckle up, because one click from Jasmine, and it's not just tea that spills, it's everything. Meanwhile, the Love and Hip Hop producers are now caught between a rock, a messy husband, and a cast of women holding hard evidence and even harder grudges. Sources say, half the team wants Kirk fired before sponsors start pulling out. The other half thinks he's TV gold and want to pivot the scandal into the season premiere. So yeah, the franchise is on the edge of a credibility collapse, not just because of the cheating, but because fans feel duped. Reality TV is expected to exaggerate, but it's now leaking into criminal territory, emotional manipulation, and alleged fraud. Where does it go from here? Kirk's spin options are vaporizing. Deepfake already used and rejected in Bambi's courtroom disaster. Hacked. The internet's allergic to lazy lies. Jasmine may be sitting on footage. Rumors swirl she has screen recordings, DMS, and more receipts to prove Kirk's pattern wasn't just with CM Mason. Rasheeda might sue the show if producers cut key footage to protect Kirk and publicly expose her again for ratings. That's a breach of dignity and maybe even contract. CM Mason could end up with a lawyer and a storyline. Because in 2025, you don't just burn a cheater, you monetize the ashes. Final thought. This isn't just another chapter in a messy saga. This is love and hip-hop's reckoning, a moment where audiences, cast, and the culture are asking, at what point does reality cross the line into manipulation? So yeah, buckle up, because between Jasmine's laptop folder, CM Mason's receipts, and Rasheeda's silence, the next explosion is probably already uploading. Want me to turn this into a podcast episode script? Write it out like a dramatic voiceover. Think Dateline meets Spill Sesh. Build you a video storyboard with exact scenes and narration. Draft Jasmine's next K-Files reveal post in full internet breaker mode. Whatever your angle, we can ride this chaos all the way to the algorithm. Just say the word, it's midnight in Atlanta. Jasmine Washington goes live. 20,000 phones. 2% battery. One messy man about to get scorched in 4K. No glam, no filter, no pre-roll ad. Just a woman with receipts, rage, and a laptop screen paused. At the moment, the internet's about to go feral. She flips the camera. Hits play. Kirk frost-drunk, shirtless, voice clear as day is, caught mid-confession. You know I gotta act like it's over with you, for now. Rasheeda still filming. Once that's wrapped, I'll fix it. Just don't post nothing. Alright. Then off camera. You filming this? Ayo. Stop playin', you better not be filming this. Too late she was. She did, and now it's public chat goes. Feral, this man cheating like it's a 9 to 5 with overtime. Rasheeda better throw the whole man out like expired milk. Ain't no NDA strong enough for this mess. The clip ends. Jasmine looks dead in the lens. Tell VH1 I want my own spin-off. Or the rest of the files go live tomorrow. We done playing cute. Meanwhile, Rasheeda ... hours earlier. Seen leaving her sister's house, makeup-free hoodie on, but that same folded paper tucked under her arm again. Sources say it wasn't divorce papers. It was a timeline, screenshots, receipts, and dated bank logs she pulled after the infamous cousin tweet. The one that said, if y'all knew what she found in his old phone. Pray for my girl. Well, now we do, and it's ugly. Kirk, floundering, his PR statement got dragged like luggage through ATL airport. Respect his family's privacy. Fans said he didn't respect his marriage. The apology that never came. Only confirmed he had nothing to say. Not even a voice note. Just silence, and a sharp drop in his bistro's Yelp reviews. Someone renamed it Cheater's Chicken for 2 hours before it got flagged. And then CM Mason woke up. The final thread in this web. The so-called quiet side chick. But not anymore. By sunrise, CM Mason posts a 2-slide carousel. A selfie in front of Frost Bistro, captioned, "You serve food. I got served lies." A cropped wire transfer from Kirk to her boutique, for consulting, but now with legal watermarking, submitted to counsel. And the kicker, she tags Rasheeda. Now what? The love and hip-hop producers are in full panic mode. Whispers say the emergency Zoom call ended with 2 options. Fire Kirk. Rewrite Season 12's plot. Pivot hard into Rasheeda's glow-up. Lean in. Milk the chaos. Risk losing sponsors, but break records. They chose silence, for now. But TMZ already sniffed the trail, and the reunion special just got extended to 2 parts, with unscripted confessionals teased. So who's really in control? Jasmine, petty, yes, but also holding the power like Thanos with every messy Infinity Stone. Rasheeda, quiet, calculated, and maybe finally done playing the ride or die role she never asked for. CM Mason, not a footnote anymore. If her receipts are real, she's about to torch Kirk's whole brand. Kirk, once the lovable mess, now just a mess, spiraling with nothing but burner phones and bad excuses. The last word. One fan tweeted what everyone was thinking. Kirk been moving. Like he's untouchable. Jasmine just reminded him that even shadows leave when the lights come on. Want more? Want a mock script for the reunion showdown? Need Jasmine's Instagram caption that would nuke the internet? Want a fictionalized court transcript if this hits legal territory? Let me know. This saga is hotter than summer in VA, and we're just getting started. Check your bank balance before you check her phone. Jasmine, 5:13 a.m. Via screen-recorded savagery. Let's rewind a few hours. Kirk Frost wakes up like every man caught slipping too many times. Phone on fire. Blog mentions hotter than fish grease. Jasmine's bestie answering his 5 a.m. panic call with pure shade on speaker. Meanwhile, Rasheeda, she's not at the Frost house. Not even at a rented hotel. Sis is at her sister's guest room. No cameras, no crew, just her. A dead silent phone. And loyal fans flooding her DMs like, please leave him. For you. For us. For your peace. Her publicist, normally quick with crisis spin, reportedly, says, this time, let him drown. Let the silence cook. But Kirk still thinks he's the chef, so what does Captain Delusion do? Emergency meeting at Frost Bistro. No PR. That same afternoon, paparazzi spot her leaving a Midtown law office. Sunglasses on. No expression, no entourage. Just a mysterious document folder under one arm. A fan outside swears she overheard. Let him explain this one on camera. The blogs. Immediately on fire. And then, the CM Mason plot twist, just when we thought Jasmine had the last word. See, Mason herself emerges from the shadows. Notes app, confession. I stayed quiet because I was naive, but I'm not his secret anymore. He made promises. Paid my rent, paid off my car. Promised me a spot on the show. All I got was fake love and a private heartbreak. Tagged, at Kirk Frost official the post. 100K reposts in 90 minutes. Silence from both Kirk and Rasheeda's teams. Again, the final dagger. A sharp-eyed fan uncovers a wire transfer labeled consulting fee from Kirk's business account to CM Designs, LLC. Turns out, CM Designs is C. Mason's boutique. And she says it was never for consulting, just hush money and retail wrapping. The internet. Ruthless consulting on how to fumble your marriage and your legacy in one season. Cut to black. For Nove 1 producers are in chaos. Rumors fly of a closed-door emergency Zoom. Half the room wants Kirk fired before sponsors flee. Other half want to milk this for reunion ratings that would break records. Closing thought. Rasheeda said nothing. Jasmine said everything. CM Mason said enough. And Kirk. All out of tricks. All out of allies. All out of gas. But you're just in time. Because the final part. Jasmine's laptop is still open. And the killshot raw footage with Kirk at midnight, ready for part 3. You're gonna need popcorn, a charger, and a therapist. Let me know when to hit you with it. It's just after 11:59 p.m. Phones are dying. WiFi's straining. Half of Atlanta is wide awake, in silk bonnets and spite. Everyone's waiting for her, the woman who lit the match and walked away smiling. Jasmine Washington goes Elavino filter. No music, no soft lighting. Just Jasmine, raw and real. Camera date on. Phone in hand. And that come before the chaos glint in her eyes. She doesn't greet the 22.3K viewers watching. She just says, y'all been patient. So here it is. No more hush money. No more pretending. I'm crazy. Let's run it. She flips the camera. Her laptop screen is already cued, frozen on a paused frame. Security cam footage, grainy, time-stamped, crystal clear where it matters. She clicks play. The chat explodes like popcorn in a microwave. The video inside what looks like a boutique backroom, dim light, racks of designer pieces, and a wall mirror reflecting the setup. In walks Kirk Frost. Chain glinting, no confusion about who this is. He says to someone off camera, you got me paranoid now. You said nobody knows, right? Then, clear as day, he walks into full view. Looks directly toward the camera, not realizing he's being recorded, leans in and adds, if Rasheeda finds out, it's done. But I told you, I got you. You just gotta shut up sometimes. Then he laughs. A short, ugly laugh. The kind of laugh you hear right before the internet ends your career. Chat in meltdown. He said, shut up, that man in 4K. Talking like he's untouchable, so we're just hush money and mirror reflections now. Hashtag Kirk in 4K trends within 15 minutes. Meanwhile, _Rasheed. A single quotes as cousin tweets. Again, I told y'all, that wasn't even the worst vid in that phone. Pray harder, then deletes it again. Too late, the tweet makes it to TikTok in under 60 seconds. Fan theory content farms go berserk. People analyzing Kirk's reflection angle. Someone even makes a Google Doc timeline called Kirk's Crimes, the boutique tapes. Rasheeda stays silent. For UNOW, but she posts. Black screen. One quote. Sometimes God lets the snakes expose themselves. Caption. Sleep well. I will, Kirk. In total COINCO new statement. No live no repost. His IG bio now just says, entrepreneur. Family man. Under construction. Fans. Drag it like luggage through every comment section. You not under construction, you under investigation. Love and hip-hop producers. SWITNG licks. Say advertisers are split, some pulling out. others doubling down for exposure. Execs rumored to be negotiating a new spin-off, Surviving Frost, the Fallout working title, but not a bad idea, let's be honest. The final moment of Jasmine's live. She ends with this: "I didn't ruin his marriage. He did. I just hit save on the receipts." Camera fades out. Fans left stunned. Rasheeda, still playing chess. In silence, Kirk, somewhere pacing in the dark, wondering how it all went so left. This saga, far from over. But one thing is clear: Jasmine holds the footage, Rasheeda holds the future, and Kirk Frost just holds the L Part 4. Depends on who blinks first. Let me know when you're ready for the next chapter. The streets are watching. Out of context. Sir, you basically confessed while holding your hush fund wallet. The Jasmine live. Historic, the footage, unforgivable, and Kirk's reputation, flambéed. Now the fallout is in full swing, and nobody's safe. The hotel video, a low-lit anti-GHTMA, is security cam footage. Kirk's sloppy, eyes glazed. In that tacky leather jacket fans have cataloged since 2023. He's leaning into C. Mason with that signature whisper growl like he's dropping game in a voicemail from 2009. "You trippin'. I told you, we gotta keep it quiet. Rasheeda, don't know nothin'. I pay the bills. I say how this goes. You feel me?" Then comes the giggle. Hers soft, familiar. But what's not soft? The bomb Jasmine drops right after. Ain't that cute? And guess who else was in that hotel 2 doors down that night? Not Rasheeda, not his mama. Another one, but I'ma keep that one. For season 12, the internet implodes. Social media, a digital riot. She said not his mama, she's dropping bombs like this, the Pentagon. Hashtag leather jacket lies, trends globally, gossip pages, post a side-by-side. Frame 1, Kirk in the hallway, disoriented and damp. Frame 2, Kirk leaving Frost Bistro the next morning, same exact fit. Fans scream, that jacket needs to be subpoenaed. Insiders spill tea on Rasheeda's SEO lines. See, you think she's quiet. Think again. Whispers from the glam squad say she's ghosted Kirk entirely. Holed up in her sister's Midtown condo, been to 2 lawyer meetings and a private dinner with a certain network exec. Oh, and allegedly, divorce paperwork is already filed. Main demands full rights to Frost Bistro. Half of his manager checks editing rights over her own love and hip-hop story arc. Kirk's PR damage control. LAUGHHABLA. The statement hits IG like a limp balloon. The video is taken out of context. Mr. Frost has always supported his family and regrets any misunderstanding this has caused. Misunderstanding. He's on camera, off guard, on brand, toxic. The internet collectively loses it. Sir, you said I say how this goes with your whole chest. Ain't no misunderstanding when your whisper voice matches your bank transfer receipts. Everyone else wants in the minute Jasmine's live ends. The deal listers dive in like it's a clout buffet. Scrappy posts, y'all wild. I told him, about her. Carly red hops on live with a glass of wine and zero facts but maximum attitude. Even Mama D threatens to pray the demons out of Frost Bistro. Meanwhile, producers are already storyboarding the next season around this scandal. Rumors say the working title is Love and Hip Hop, Fallout Atlanta, the final kick. Jasmine's post-midnight storia. Single screenshot, her laptop. Folder open, file titled, final_4yell_this_1.mp for caption. I'm done. But if he lies again, this one's going up next. Hashtag sleep tight Kirk, Rasheeda's next move. Still, no words. Just a news story, her hand signing a document. Long acrylic nail tapping the last page. The camera pans to the top. Property transfer agreement. Caption, let's see who runs the empire now. This was never about one woman. It was about all the silence Kirk thought he could by finally erupting into receipts. And Jasmine, the villain you low-key root for, lit the fuse with a smile. Let me know when you're ready for part 5, because from what I'm hearing, the final_4yell file isn't even the worst one. The final nails in the frosted coffin. By now, Kirk Frost's reputation isn't just cracked, it's demolished, paved over, and turned into a parking lot for Rasheeda's comeback tour. Here's what dropped since Jasmine's 115K emergency hush payment reveal. Rasheeda's Ice Queen comeback post. You never really know a person, but trust me, you learn, you survive, and you rebuild. No at S, just spine straight unbothered energy. Kirk's PR meltdown attempt. Goes live with a soft focus apology, piano music in the back, and a trembling voice. But the internet, unmoved. Bro, you ain't sad. You sad you got caught. Healing, with who? Room 314 or your wife. Joseline Hernandez jumps in because why not? Posts a shady reel. When the truth comes out, it comes with receipts. God don't like ugly. Tags Rasheeda and adds, sis, come to Miami. I got hookah and healing. The brand unravels, sponsors pull out one by one. That skincare line Rasheeda convinced Kirk to launch. Gone. Club hosting deal. Cancelled faster than a fake apology. VH1 execs torn. They want the drama, but not the lawsuits. Leaks say they're considering a 4-part docuseries, Rasheeda's Freedom Tour, giving Jasmine her own sit-down special with the working title, Receipts and Regret. Jasmine unfiltered with meets with mic on. Rasheeda's rebrand is giving main character energy, spotted this week. Touring retail spaces with real estate agents. No Kirk. Rumor. She's turning Frost Bistro into a fully Rasheeda-owned solo venture. One leaked clause from her divorce filings. Kirk Frost shall not profit from, manage, or set foot in the new brand location. Queen behavior. She's not just leaving him, she's leaving no crumbs. Jasmine's not DON. The villain turned voice of truth isn't clocking out, yet, launching a podcast. Jasmine's receipts. Unfiltered teaser. He gave me money to be quiet. Now I'm getting paid to speak. Fans are obsessed. Comments range from, Jasmine petty for president, to this podcast finna be better than Red Table Talk and Zeus combined. Where is Kirk now? Mia. Last seen liking inspirational quotes on Instagram about growth through pain. Rumor. Izzy's holed up at a cousin's condo and considering a spiritual reset retreat, aka hiding until the blogs pick a new target. But the streets, remember, closing THOUGHT, thought he could juggle a wife 3 secrets too. Bank accounts, one folder labeled keep quiet. What's he got now? A burnt bridge, a frozen bank account, and a comment section that will roast him into the next century. Call to action. You're not just watching. You're an ITF. This saga taught us anything, it's this. Petty comes with power when the receipts are organized. Healing hits harder when your nails are done and the ink on the business license is dry. Side chicks evolve into truth tellers when the gaslighting fails and the laptop's charged. So don't scroll in silence. Weigh in. Who deserves the final word in the reunion chair? Jasmine, Rasheeda, or the receipts folder? Reply below. Tag your group chat. And remember, the story ain't over. It's just getting sequined. Stay tuned. Popcorn optional. Screenshots mandatory.